The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the... zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running around from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it again with Fournette. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Pass incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that goes a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. Touchdown. Randall Cobb. 31 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kenyon Barner to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. On play action, now Brady. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Final 30 seconds in this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I would say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Flush to his right. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that. Nice job escaping the pocket, and boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Brady. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Play action, now it's Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brady again. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. He'll get it inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, 42 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to forget to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This still a 1-possession game, 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Dillon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now a play fake. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty the devil, make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, enter party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil like it.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They'll run a toss here with Dillon. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They got the ball on the upper foot and feel like they can not seal that edge in last yardage.
I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 26. And with 8 yards there, still a few inches to go, though. As it'll be third down and about the 8th of the football. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now Dillon on the inside give. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon from 17 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Packers 7, Chiefs nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Kelce on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun. Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Booker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Now Jones.
That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On second and goal, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you make...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 45 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up